There we go. Hello. This might be a slightly weird stream. I don't know why the deck talk's not going. I started it and then it did not. Oh, you know what? It helped if I pushed the deck talk power button. That'll do it. Okay. Oops.
Deck talk express is running. Dot external power on dot. Nickel Exopt as primer says hello Shelby and chat 21 months.
Oh, many chats.
End of line.
All right.
Exopt as tier 1 and says end of line.
Okay.
REPSHIFT 1089 subbed as tier 1 and says end of line.
Fear, thank you for the 17 months prime.
100 end of line. Giorgio gave a tier 1 gift sub to team end of line.
On-screen chat is not missing. Just this is an experimental stream. Hiram, thank you for the 22. I had 22. Yeah, oh, I do it on this hand. 16 for 2. Thank you for the 22 months, Hiram. And Digital Ice Age, thank you for the 15 months. Let's see. I don't have a scroll wheel. This is a pain. Trains in the Attic, thank you for the 14 months. I should really get a mouse with a scroll wheel. Well, I don't have a mouse intentionally. Nakalak, thank you for the 21 months there.
Really sleeps up as tier 1 and says almost fit for fit. End of line.
Vital Kniev, thank you for the 16 months. Redshift, thank you for the 20 months. And I'm almost caught up. Blake GJ, thank you for the 100 bits. Portizo, thank you for the gifted sub. And Willie Fleet, thank you for the 14 months. I already did that one. That shouldn't have been hard. All right. Okay. Yes. So, hello. Today, we're going to be doing document scanning. This is going to be the first time we actually debind a document. And we're only debinding it in that we're removing 2 staples. So, pretty easy. Actually, we should probably remove them anyway because they're rusting. So, yes. But, we're going to be doing Digital Ice Age, isn't it? It's the best looking printer of all time. It is. It's the best. Schmedico. We're going to be taking this, which is a wide page book, so the pages are double width and then stapled. So that's the middle of it. So we're going to remove the staples so we can put these flat and then scan it, which does mean I'm going to have to make a new Linux script for like reordering the pages because they're gonna be real weird. But we'll figure that out when we get to it. But yeah, so this is the manual for this thing, and this thing is real weird. If you weren't here for the stream where I worked on this,
gave a tier 1 gift sub to BACONCHDESE 22. End of line. Blackish gave a tier 1 gift sub to Zoom 443. End of line.
Oh,
Blackish
man.
gave a tier 1 gift sub to Really Separate. End of line. Blackish gave a tier 1 gift sub to Skyperion. End of line. Blackish gave a tier 1 gift sub to Weird. End of line. COBHC 2050 gave a tier 1 gift sub to Sports Are for Losers. End of line. COBHC 2050 gave a tier 1 gift sub to MASE 34. End of line. COBHC 2050 gave a tier 1 gift sub to Object. End of line. COBHC 2050 gave a tier 1 gift sub to Schlag. End of line. COBHC 2050 gave a tier 1 gift sub to Abnoto Tucker. End of line.
Okay. Blake TJ, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, and Cobb, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. Really appreciate that. Anyway, so why manual scan? I mean, other than that, it hasn't been done. So this is an MPI microperipherals.
CHDER 100 end of line already. D end of line.
Hiram, thank you for the 100 bits. So it's a weird one, and it's not well documented. The only output is a single cable, which is not any kind of standard port pinout. But the manual here covers everything. I think the only things it doesn't cover are the schematics and board layouts for the modules that this thing had for adding Centronics and GPIB. So it couldn't be any better. So to adapt this to something else like Serial or Centronics, I'm not sure exactly which it is, we'll use this manual to create an adapter cable, and I might make it internal at some point and have it go to the port on the back. But we're going to need to have this for reference, and just scanning it makes the most sense. So we're going to do that right now. So see, cool looking printer though. It is the best looking printer. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I have no idea what the keypad is for. The only thing I know for certain is they didn't all have it. So if we take a look at this manual here, we can flip in just a couple of pages, and boom, we can see the P150 had no keypad, but the PP150 has a keypad.
The UPSHIFT 64 subbed as Prime and says, I hope you enjoyed your hiatus, Shelby. Now we can get to work on that Calico add-on before WE reach the end of line.
Upshift, thank you for the Prime sub. And for 10. 10's one of them numbers. 10 months. Thank you. But yes, this one has the keypad. It also it looks way better. That one that's much nicer looking. But yes, the keypad seemed to have had batteries on it when we took it apart, and was preventing it from powering up. So we had to remove the keypad internally. So let's see. Yes, so I'll talk about that as well. The scanner project to take 2 Canon LIDE scanners, cut off the sides, put them up against each other, and then pop books on top to scan, currently postponed. The scanners that I had purchased never were shipped after 2 weeks. I contacted eBay, I got a refund. Digital Ice Age, I hope you did as well. So I'm now going to be on the lookout for some new ones. There's a different scanner I'm going to go with. That's weird. Why? One moment. I'm not showing any drop frames. That's strange. Better? Better? Okay.
Millennium subbed as tier 1 and says, end of line.
Alright. One moment. Okay. So what was I on about here? Oh yes. You have the same shirt on? Ah, cool. You got a refund? Okay, good, Digital Ice Age. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, Yes, the scanners. So I was gonna get Canon Lide 120s. I think it was Lide 210s instead that bump up from 1200 DPI to 4800.
100. End of line.
So we're gonna go with those instead. Just if you're gonna be overkill, be really overkill. LP Seam, thank you for the 100 bits there. Let's see. Didn't read Matrox sub. Oh, yes, Matrox. Thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 15 months there. Thank you. Okay. Not weather related, yeah.
Ben subbed as Prime and says, end of line.
Ben, thank you for the Prime sub and for 17 months of hanging out there. So, all right, let's go ahead and debind this manual. I haven't removed staples like this before, but it's not going to be that difficult. So let's do this, and then we can scan. So you can see, yeah, literally they would just hard mount the cables to the panel in there. This thing is, oh man, I like this. So we're going to go to the middle here, which is one more page over. And we can barely see the staples poking through, and if I zoom this in there, you can see the rust that's happening. So no matter what, I want to remove these staples because they're discoloring the paper. That's just not great. 210 optically, yeah, I'm gonna go with that as well. Digital Ice Age. So, is there freely available software that scan like that? I'm not sure what you mean. Doing the page sorting. So I've had some questions about this on like the comments for the scanner video. Image Magic is the door through which all things are possible. Anything you can think of as far as image manipulation, cropping, rotating, sorting, that could all be done with Image Magic or Image Magic and file renaming. So things like these pages being split, and then I'm going to scan, you know, page 41 and 42, and then it will be 39 and 44. I'm not worried about that because I'll crop these in half, and then I'll do image or do file renumbering using Linux stuff and math. So it's not going to be a problem. So that's how I'm going to do that. So missed to start a stream, no chat. It is for reasons, we'll say that. So copy image, half resolution, both sides, yes. Yeah, we have to do two side scans as well. So this is going to be, it's going to be real interesting. I will not be surprised if we don't get this done today, but I'll be able to finish it up. So I'm not too worried about it. Alrighty. Okay, so we need to remove those. So I'm going to look for this actually. So it's a small flat bladed screwdriver. I just want to get under here and lift this up. And try and not get tetanus in the process. All right. Oh, I'd have no problem using nails, but okay. Well, that was just inevitable. The cover fell off. It wasn't doing so great. Let's flip over this one. And hopefully I can pull these out from the bottom. And by bottom, I mean back. Little cutters on the outside. Yeah. See, quality seems very crunchy. There are probably reasons for that. Also, I'm a little disappointed if that is the case, but I can solve that maybe tomorrow. Okay. That one is out. So they make dedicated staple removers. Shapes of pens. Oh, pen-shaped ones I'm not familiar with.
1331 SI's nailed the spine CHEER 100. End of line.
Cybermonk, thank you for the 100 bits there. And there we are. Okay. So that is all of that. So now I have to make sure I keep these pages in order. You know, interesting thought. If I had a double-sided ADF, well, I do have a double-sided ADF. My double-sided ADF could not handle this, so I would still be stuck using the A-Vision. I would need a wider format one. So if I ever try to get a different one. I should try and make sure I can get one that can do this, because that'd be pretty handy. Okay, so this is now loose. All right. I do kind of want to put a little bit of effort into trying to bend this flat before I go and attempt to scan it, because that will be annoying. And unfortunately, as you can see with the discoloration here, this is slightly water damaged, which is another reason I don't want to just try and do spine scans, because it's a little crinkly. So, thank you all for the hype train. That was, I do appreciate that. Double-sided ADFs are a beast? Yes. But I don't think the one I have is wide enough for this. But all right, I think we're good there. So I'm gonna start trying to think about what's the best way to do this for image renaming and page flipping. Should I do this and then this, or should I do, say, this and then that, and then flip them and go back the other way? I'll flip each page as I go along. I just have to stick to one. Is tabloid size 1117 too large? Yeah, it is. All right. Let's move on over to
2015 SIZHEER 100 choo choo chugga chugga choo woo woo. End of line.
God, thank you for the 100 bits. Do whole sheet in order, no dual pass. So the thing is that they're double-sided. That's the problem. I have an ADF that can scan that large, but it's part of a wide format multifunction printer, weighs like 90 pounds. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't really want that. So you do them front, back, both sides, one after each other, makes math easier. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So they're gonna go into this folder here. So let me pop down the cover. And I'm gonna align to the left side. Yeah, okay. So this was the thing here. I'm just gonna pull this slightly out. So this is the A-Vision scanner, okay? People were saying like, oh, it sucks to have no front edge for when you don't want to scan things like that, because then you don't know where the side is. Just push it to the back and then crop it on the other side. You still have a known corner. It's not a problem. So it's just, I just found there's the complaints about the scanner that when I was saying every scanner should be like that, it's like, no, they really all should. Silly complaints, yeah. That's YouTube comments though. Let's see, ROI. See, but the arrow is not in the back corner. Yeah, yeah. All right, so that'll be that. This one's a little crunchy. We can see some wrinkling there, so I'm gonna press on the top as I do the. Actually, I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna grab my battery holder. Ooh, wait, hold on. I have these labels here. Oh yeah, Wesley, I saw you're in chat. Mail happened. I am very excited about those. That video will be going out to supporters after the stream. It was uploaded while I was driving here, so yeah, limited in what I can do. All right, little bit better. Okay, not amazing, but that'll work. All right, make sure it's not doing any cropping. Scan. Okay. I like the reference card on the back. I assume that's for custom characters that you can send to it, like escape sequences for doing different functions, like graphics mode or bold print, double wide, all that kind of stuff. So that's cool to have. And, oh yeah, I didn't tell it to output to there. Hold on. We're just gonna redo that real quick like. Here, archive, scans, that, okay. Please type a file name, scan-1231, there. Okay, take two. Yin, I wanted to sincerely say it's eumatic, but it's not, because that would have been hilarious. Oh, you know what? I should have cropped the page. Hold on. Let's take 3 that, and I'll actually crop it. Hold on. Scan. All right, I was just testing you all. There we go. Also, let's mute that. Yeah, scans are going to be big. You want big raw files, so I don't have a problem with that. And you're right, 190. All right, now we'll flip it. I have to decide how. I'm gonna flip it in the way where the text will always be upright. Or always legible in the same direction. And theoretically, this should be the same. So we're just gonna hit scan again. Gets awfully big awful soon. That's why I've got a 500 gig SSD here for this. Wesley, I'll say what it is. It's tractor feed envelopes that you type on, since they could have been here for the stream where you found them. All right. This is the blank side.
BHC 2015 SICHER 100. Watch carefully, boys and girls, as Shelby flips it. End of line.
Okay, now we're not going to use these. At least I don't think we are. Depends on how bad it gets. Ooh, you know what? I need an area where these can go after they're scanned. Okay, one moment. There we are. Okay. Alrighty. If they save the manual digitally and it passes PDF, it'd be less than 1 scan of the page. Yeah. I doubt it, though, since the next page says it's from 1983. Alright, I'm going to preview this, but I suspect it will be the same size. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to set the page size here, and then we're not actually going to touch this for the rest of this. So, although I can do this. Key. Wait, was it here? No. Okay. Where... Oh, I bet it's in Git. CD, Git, udev, key lesson. Okay. Now, with that, I can just tap the foot pedal, and then it will do the scan. So... See, sure you don't want that $2,000 CAD additional laptop? No. No, I definitely don't want to spend $2,000 on that, no. Let's see. Like 25 USD. Alright, I think that's good. I'm gonna let it... You know what, there's gonna be a lot of margins. We'll just slightly crop in. Okay. Alright, let's rock and roll. Hands off scan. Aw, yeah. Few packages on eBay as well. Time to go for the $30 box. Like, never actually use them. Half open box might better assume he would feel bad printing a few. Oh, on the envelopes? Yeah, they're cool. One thing I didn't check is how wide they were. They seemed like they were just as wide as the paper, but that can't possibly be true. They'd have to be slightly wider. All right, let me, while we're now really into this, let me run an idea past you all here, all right? So I've been thinking about something, have a model number. I read that as B&H, like B&H photo, good grief. I have a model number on the data plate. Can't find. Oh yeah, no. Digital Ice Age. There's nothing out there. This is it. This is you're looking at the only source of information. No, there's nothing. Um, I'll if you want to know Digital Ice Age, look up Printmate 150. That will actually find it. All right. Taking that page to there. Alrighty. We're now deep into the fun here. I really, really want to do previews, but the benefit to not doing previews is that the images will always be the exact same size, and it'll be much easier to make a clean PDF out of them. So I don't want to touch it. But I'll show you this in a moment. Anyway, I had an idea, all right, that I wanted to float past you all right? So while we're doing scan stuff like this that is not tremendously exciting, and for me is a low interactive type thing, what do you guys think about the idea of playing games? But it has to be like specific kinds of games. So I've filtered through some of the titles that I have, so like turn-based combat games or management games or text-based games, puzzle games. I'm thinking of the idea, well, Majeko, I can't play Hydro Thunder and scan stuff. That's not happening. But like I could be playing SimCity 2000 right now, pretty easily. And I'm just thinking about the idea of doing something like that it could be kind of fun. So that's a thought I had. So don't scan. Oh gosh. Cover an iPad coworker lost Apple password, Arduino USB host shield, hack the ROM bootloader. Whoa, that's pretty cool, Hellecroft. So you play games on Twitch, don't see it? Yeah. Myst was only in there as like a concept. Myst is not good, so I don't really want to play Myst. You ever start Roller Coaster Tycoon or Open Art? Yeah, I've heard that. Channel becomes a competitor. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I wanted to see this one. Because this has, yeah, the code chart for stuff. And there we can see how the scan is actually going. Yeah, that's going to clean up well. I like that. So yeah, just a thought. Probably not today, because I'm not set up at all. But that's an idea I'm toying with. Because one of the things that is genuinely a hesitation to actually do scanning like this is that it's very boring. And I don't want to make boring streams. So I'm trying to come up with a way of spicing it up a little bit. Selected Satisfactory and other monitor. That one's just too interactive. Same thing with Factorio, or else that would have been like the #1 option. Like the way I play Factorio, no, it's not. That's not possible. Don't think it's gonna work while scanning. You only have like 5 seconds. So that's why something like SimCity 2000 would work better. Oh, I can't watch YouTube. I can only watch my own videos. That's no. Printer's kind of awesome. Oh, isn't it though? Oh yeah, you're looking at stuff about it now. Well, it's not so much that I need games, and the idea would probably be more that I'd use it as an excuse to actually play some of my older games. So that's why most of the list I just showed you was that. But something like SimCity 2000, I could easily make a couple of decisions here and then wait while the ramifications happen. Because you put down like a zone, and then you wait for people to build into it or something like that. Myst, you might stare at the screen with a puzzle for a little while and think about it, and then make your action. So puzzle games, I think especially would work well. Marble Drop, that's a game, puzzly that would work. So, yeah. So you can import bitmapped fonts from it. Whoa, really? That is crazy. Star Trek, A Final Unity. Just make sure you skip TNG song. Yeah, that is a problem with things like that. So, any city builder tycoon to play itself for a while? Exactly. Yeah. Oh, for trying it just for seeing it not working as well as hope? Yeah. I could see that. So if I play Betrayal, yeah, I could. I don't know what that kind of game is, but along those lines, I'm thinking I would set up 86 box on this computer and then use that to do the. I accidentally was selecting that. I would use that to do everything. That'd make it easier and more repeatable. What version of Myst? None. I don't want to play Myst. Myst sucks. CSGO, yeah. Keypad is for setting up margins, tab spacing, print intensity. Oh, interesting. So if you're using it as a generic text printer, you can still have all those features then. Huh. That is cool. Why does it have batteries, though? Maybe to save settings between power cycles? See, this is the other part that's really lame. You know what? Here's what we can do. We'll sort this by name reversed with full zoom size, and then you can see new images actually show up over here. There. That's literally the only. Nothing is changing on screen as we're doing this because scanning is just boring. I did not flip this yet. Right? Last one.
SONNYJR 89 SFS Prime for 2 months and says end of line.
Draw some pictures with her. Oh my gosh. Sony Junior 89, thank you for the Prime sub and for the first time. So you can unplug the printer of the settings we saved? Okay, yeah, that explains it. That's... Why would it prevent it from powering up, though? Wonder if the chips are only powered by the batteries, and if it can't read from them when it tries to, then it just locks up. Look at this. This manual is crazy. Why does this manual exist? Like, this is... They didn't just use the Printmate manual. This is all new. GoGo Gadget 360, thank you for the tier 1 sub there. I think your conversion from a Prime sub to a tier 1 sub is an edge case that doesn't get sent out over the pub sub stuff that I do, or I don't have that implemented yet. If I don't have it implemented, I think I will have just logged the API call, and hopefully I can add that in the future. So actually, let me make a note about that, so that I can check that later. Let me flip this while I'm at it. So yeah, you said something which is nice and something automated anyway. Well, I'm glad. All right, Office. Let's see. 12, 3, 4. Wow, really easy time to remember. You subbed at 1, 2, 3, 4. Go Gadget 360 sub conversion. Actually, I'm gonna grab the date too. 2023-12-29, because that'll be in the timestamp. Not read out. Okay. Added as a note. Let's see. And I wasn't gonna do vacation this weekend, just one weekend. There will also be a video tomorrow. So yeah, it was just the one one kind of just missing streams one weekend, actually. That was it. That was all I took off, really.
OMSX, a toll sub as tier 1 and says thanks for my gifted sub. End of line.
Interesting that one's read out, because that one's, I don't think anything actually changed. But thank you, Ohms and Hellencroft, there. That one's a little more confusing to, like, track. At least you took some time? Yeah. So let's see. So cool. Just, it doesn't make sense. Why is it like a really nice Bell and Howell manual? Non-Advanced Microperipherals Inc., I think, is the OEM. This is actually going by really fast. I think we're halfway through already. Which is good, because we might actually get this done. I don't know if we'll get the pages sorted, so. Gift top message for gifted sub to you, Spooky. Yeah.
20 months. End of line.
Spooky, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 20 months there. Yeah, so the gifted subs, when multiple subs are gifted, the only way I can prevent it from reading out every sub individually is to put all of the subs into a queue and then have some kind of delay before they're read, and then before it's actually processed, see if one person gifted multiple subs all at once, count them all, and then clear out each one in the queue, insert a new thing into the queue that is name gifted so many subs, and then just disregard all of the other ones. It would be really difficult.
2050 gave a tier 1 gift sub to Diagonist. End of line.
Cub, thank you for the gifted sub there. I'm not also sure, I haven't checked yet. I should look at the ones from earlier today, later as well, to see if one, like, say 5 gifted subs counts as one API call, or if it's multiple, because I don't actually know, I haven't checked. I haven't been logging the API stuff for long enough to have samples, but now I do, from this morning, I think, so I'll be able to look at that. All right, I'm going to flip over... Well, no, I'm going to give it a little more time. Just continuing on. How many pages do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we've done 24, so we're almost halfway through. Your Printmate 150 and PC Magazine? Yes. I actually found some full screen advertisements for the Printmate too. Some really hilarious ones. Come on. Just... Everyone's way too excited to have the printer there. But on the other hand, I agree with them, so... The async stuff should make that kind of easy. Just have timer gets reset, finally fires, read them. So, so yeah, Paul Guy, the way that I'm saying it should work is that once an action is queued, let's say, like I don't actually have an action queue yet. That is something that I need to implement. And the way that I have everything set up, I think I can stick that in the middle now, but I didn't set it up for that initially. So yeah, I need to add some kind of queuing. Once I have a queue, I'll add a delay before each action is processed, but then there needs to be some kind of condition to look for duplicate items. It's going to be weird logic. I just have to figure out how I want to handle that. So. Yeah, the learning company software catalog. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but grown up. Yeah, look for dupes when adding to queue. Well, that's the thing. They're not dupes. It's name gifted sub to other name. And what if someone gifted bits, like 2 sets of bits back to back in the queue? You don't necessarily want those removed as being a duplicate. So there has to be logic for this. And I'll just say that I'm trying to decouple it being, say, a gift sub from the announcement stuff. And in 18 minutes, I'll say why. I mean, GoGo Gadget, I can't disagree. I haven't read it, but I'll agree with them. Think let's all Python so the building blocks are all there. Yeah, and also Paul Guy, if you go and look at how I did it in Python, I made the new stream integration project ridiculously modular, so I could very easily do that. Dziak, what are you asking questions like that for? And TTH Baltazar. So far, we've been archiving the manual for my Bell and Howell PP150 printer. Jaco, yeah. Yeah. It's not just a bright red HDMI cable plugged into a splitter. Oh, I'm on the page for graphics. Actually, I just scanned it. It was basic. What? So there's how you do graphics. Here's the output. It's triangles. This is the source code to Triangle Man. It looks weird in person, so this isn't like a scan grayscale issue. It's just not amazing. Printer runs basic. I mean, it's amazing enough. Why not? Oh, man. Okay, so I did the mail video, okay? It's going to be coming out like tomorrow, right? I'm super excited about it, especially this, okay? This thing is, it's a Cambridge Z88, and it's just mint. I'm so excited. You're talking about basic. Like, it turns out this thing actually runs BBC Basic. I didn't know that. I'm so excited. I really want to play around with it. But yeah, it's just a basic thing. I don't know. I'm very excited. I want an excuse to use it. I might make a video like the WP2 where I write a script on it. I don't know. TT Baltazar. So this is a stapled manual. I took out the staples, partially because this makes this way easier to scan, and partially because they're rusting. So it just made sense. I just need to make sure this is page 20 up here. Yes. So I wanted to replace the staples anyway, and then this just makes it easier to scan. So. Make sure you're pitching. flipping the pages the same way each time. I am trying my best. I'm pretty sure I've done it so far. Let's see, idea of bind the book into a hardcover. That would be awesome, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, so he said water, does he get wet or does water get him instead? Exactly. I feel like that one wasn't good. Ooh, I'm on the section for graphics, which is strange because I've already been looking at graphics. Oh, we're probably getting close to the center. Wait, is the graphics section enormous? Huh. I have a Mark ROM and Intel 8052AH Basic. 8052AH Basic. That's very familiar. What? What is that? Apparently take CJ screenshots to have them printed. That's amazing. Also weird since this version is... Hmm. So I think this one is... Well, maybe it won't matter. I think this one was meant to be used with an Apple II. Hopefully, that doesn't mean it's missing cool stuff like CGA stuff. 8052 with basic interpreter from Intel. Ah, okay. All right. Page flip, and it's showing oh, it's talking about the custom fonts. Okay, yep, this thing's gonna be ridiculous. This might be the first printer I try and write my own driver for. Why is that black? Oh, I might want to rescan this one, but you can see here. That's where it's showing custom character printing, I think. You can do half dot steps. What? That's insane. This is the fancy book edge scanner, yep. All right, I am going to... Wait, they're all black on the bottom. What? Oh. Oh, I know what happened. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I hadn't considered that. All right, who else knows what it is? I know why. I could see Digital Ice Age figuring it out. Yep, Nailith's got it. The pages were stapled, bent, and then chopped. And the radius of the pages around the outside is a bit bigger, so there is more paper. That's gonna suck to correct. Yay. How on earth am I going to account for that? Oh. Really? Is it? I guess what I'm gonna have to do is calculate how many pixels there are, um, and then crop, like, come up with a ratio. Use pillow. I don't know what pillow is. I'm gonna guess that's an ImageMagick API. I think I might do some math instead. Do them all manual. It's not that many pages, so I may. We're looking at 38 files right now. It wouldn't be that bad. But here's what I'm thinking. I figure out what the offset is in the final page, and then I just have it linearly cut in that many pixels per each page. So it's just a ratio. That'll probably do it. It'll be kind of annoying that I'm going to have to cut off more maybe at the beginning. Because I want all of the pages to be the same. Import every page is layered in the same GIMP canvas. Set the composite mode of each layer difference and align them manually based on the staple holes, and then crop to a common border. Can you tell GIMP to just export every layer as an image? I've never done that before. That would be kind of awesome. Speaking of kind of awesome, the next page, oh my gosh. It's so close to enough to do the coolest possible thing, but it's not. Python solution like 10 minutes coding. I get that, and I do actually have an interest in learning how to do the automatic background cropping. So I'm tempted to do that too. Let's see, how did I fix the stuck pixels at the side of the image? I didn't. That's a good reason we're scanning on the other side too. It just why fix the problem when you can avoid it? IEEE. So this plugs in on the inside where the cable comes out, and then you get a GPIB interface there. This adapter, there's like almost enough information here to make it, but there's not. We don't know what any of the chips are. We don't know what the switch does. It's probably the address of the device, actually, but we don't know what the chips are. They're probably generic off the shelf. Man, if we knew what the chips were, we could, like, guess, but there's no schematics in this whole document, so it'll never happen. Only way it'll ever happen is if someone else manages to get one of these that has it. Let's see, save it all as an ORA file, basic zip file bitmap. Okay, weird. All right, good to know though. We have not that many more pages to go. Actually, we're going to be able to spend the second half of this doing the renumbering and ordering and cropping and all that. This is going faster than I expected. Let's see, as usually assist. Okay, well, looks like we're going to have time to do that, actually. I'm probably, don't take offense to this, probably going to try the math method first instead of the image assessment method. I don't know what you would want to call it. See, so that for the Philips CD board also. Well, the thing with that is we actually had a picture of that. There aren't pictures of this, just like a rough outline of, yes, it's a board with chips. This doesn't go into any more detail, unfortunately. They ran off the edge of the page on one of the pages coming up here. Huh, Majenko, I'm not sure what that is. I think ImageMagick has some automatic selection stuff too. I've never messed with that, so. I don't know, Desiak. You'd have to tell me. Alrighty. 4 pages. I'll add a white border. I'll crop in before I do that. I would rather not have a white border around the edges. I don't really like that. Itagi, you pretty much got it right there. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That is pretty much it. And then split that number in half, and then crop that. And then just increment the page number. So you need scan. I'm flipping it over here. You're not seeing me flip it most likely. I have another camera here that's technically plugged in, but I don't remember how to get to that. Wow, DZAC. I was wondering about that. I'll talk more about that in 2 minutes though. Which will also let me just finish the scanning here. Keep hearing the scanner noise in the background. It's the phone ringing. Discounting the parabolic bend. Yeah, I might just add a little extra crop to the middle page to that. So. This scanner is so much faster than the 4C. Also, I don't think we could do this on the 4C, actually. Caratal, sorry. But the 4C is letter sized. It's not A3 sized. So, I don't think we could have done this on there. Can you put a page, the wrong direction on a 4C? I don't think you can. I don't think I flipped this. Do I have 47 or 46 and 37? This is 46 and 37. Okay. I think that's not good. I think I may have just put this one in there wrong. Hold on. I might manually renumber these. Wait a minute. So this is 36 and 37. Hold on. So this is outside, inside. Okay, outside, inside. And then outside, inside. As long as it alternates. Whoops. Okay. What am I doing here? 51, 50. Okay. Outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Okay. Why am I... I'm really... Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me finish this. We only have a couple more, and then I'll go over it. I did this inside, outside, inside, outside. Okay, I guess it's right. Just feel like I did this wrong. 46, 40. No, that was... this here. I don't know now. I kind of lost track of where I'm at. Hold on. That'll be 35, 36, 37. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Right? 36. No, I think that one should have been first. Okay, let me just do these two, then we'll fix it. Whatever, its damage is done. I'll say this. I'll give you a little hint. No one's found it yet, apparently. Moonwire, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. All right, just a couple more scans. Last sheet. I only have 3 Carataus. 2.5, really, though, because one of them's definitely never working again. Final scan. Boom. Okay. Oh, it is, Dziak. It is. Whoops, I'm stepping on bubbles. Okay. So, the different thing about this stream is that the reason there's no chat is that I'm currently simulcasting to YouTube. So, this is the reason I wanted to wait an hour is so that you had an idea to see audio sync right here, right now. So I'm currently using SRT through FFmpeg within OBS to send over to my server at home and then split that out from a single OBS instance to 2 RTMP sources. And that is allowing me to simulcast to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So if you go to YouTube and search something, I think I can't actually tell you that on Twitch, but I am doing that. So it's not on the main channel. It is something to do with live. So it is happening, and the good news is there will immediately be a VOD of the stream after the stream now. No more trying to figure out how to come up with a workflow to upload it and things like that. They'll just be available. So it's going all to a completely separate channel from the original one, or from the main one, because it doesn't make sense for them to go to the main one. And the second channel, I really didn't like swamping that with just live stream VODs. It doesn't really feel like it's in the spirit. So there's a separate channel entirely for live stuff. So yeah. Oh, look, someone else is posting things. That's not me. I didn't do it anyway. So yes, that's now an option. So those of you who prefer that, you know, things, so the icon is I had initially planned to play games on Twitch and then put that up on the place where it's going. But that didn't actually work. I didn't really want to do that. So there's one video on there that you can see. But that wasn't my bag. So, and it's related to what Dziak's doing right now. So yeah, I'm curious. Does anyone have any issues with this video quality or audio sync or anything? Because I think it's pretty good. So yes, chat, that's where it gets complicated, RF programmer. On Twitch, the rules currently state that you cannot use third-party services to integrate or to merge chat from multiple sources. Now, it's debatable whether or not I count as third-party or if Twitch only means themselves, because from my perspective, I'm the first party here in an agreement with both Twitch and YouTube, and if I write my own software to merge the chats, I should be good. Now, the other option is that we can put 2 chats up at the same time on the screen, one for Twitch, one for YouTube. and then do it that way. So today, the easiest solution to make this happen now was no chat. So we're going with that for right now. Additionally, I'm partial to the idea of just not having chat. So I'm curious what you all think after this video. For the video capture stuff we were just doing, it's kind of nice to have the space under here be free and not have people telling me, oh, it's under chat. So I kind of don't mind that. And then when I'm filming things, like I'm taking this camera and I'm moving it around, like maybe I want to show you this, okay? When I'm zooming in the camera, it's a thing that I've been having to try and keep it off to the side, which is really annoying, especially when I'm trying to record a video as well. So now I can just put it right there. So we'll see how it goes with no chat, maybe. Definitely going to have no chat this weekend because I don't have time to implement that. But yeah, chat will be lost forever. So yes, that part is a little disappointing. I don't know how significant that is. That's the thing. So chat is essential for VOD. Can't really track what people are telling you. Yeah. Zoom in and out on that a few times. The Bell and Howell thing. It is weird. Pretty good for VODs. Conversation can be one-sided. Chat really pay? It's not baked into the raw. Yes. So yes, there will be audio of a bit off on Twitch. Audio's more sync. That's interesting. I don't know why it would be, because they're both getting the exact same source. Chosen no chat on yours, but you're in two minds. Since talking back, chatting people. Yeah. It is a mixed bag. I very much agree it's a mixed bag. I'm not saying no chat's perfect. I'm toying with the idea.
Tier 3 and says hello. End of line.
Dave Starbuck, thank you for the tier 3 sub. Holy moly. Thank you so much for that. And for 20 months there. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, so Twitch VODs are ephemeral. They're useless, essentially. Which chat are you going to focus on? I have both up right now. So yes, I can see everyone over in the YouTube chat. Nakalak, Steve, Jimmy, Jay, Alex, Majenko, Peter Tronic, Itagi, and the Retro Recall. It doesn't say when your first time chatting is, though, so I can't really call that out. So yeah. So feed it into its own stream, archive that alongside the YouTube streams. Well, you guys can't see that. That's the thing. Oh, I have to ban someone in the YouTube chat. Hold on. Let's see here. Oh, 2 people. Man, you guys are just dropping like flies. Oh, I'm not signed in. You're lucky. Yeah, spammers, jerks. But anyway, so we're gonna mess around with this for a little while. We'll see how it goes. The chat stuff is still baked into the overlay. We'll see how that goes. Oh, yeah. So here's something else. I did this morning. So let's say I'm gonna like have a thing here. Like we're gonna look at this printer. All right. I'm setting up for the stream. I can hit 2 things. Okay. First, I'll get rid of the overlay. Boom. And then I'll hit this button. Boom. It's an instant video thumbnail. Then there's one button I can press to take a screenshot, and then it gets saved to a PNG, which I then have to convert to a JPEG, so that kind of sucks. But then I can set that on YouTube, and I have the thumbnail and title done before it even goes live. So that was another thing. It was always a pain in the butt to go back and try and figure out thumbnails. Just like instantly in the same software I'm using to do live broadcasts, kind of works. No more YouTube now? Wait, did it fail or something? Hopefully not, but let's see. See, if you want to be extra fancy, superimpose platform specific chat for each feed on the server. So Danberg, I was considering that. I was really thinking about that. If I can still figure out a way of doing it with one OBS client, I might. Oh, because of 4C spam, yeah. So the thing is I don't want to run multiple OBS clients because managing multiple of them, I started the stream from my phone using a remote desktop essentially right now. I'm gonna have to come up with a better solution than that in the long run. Uh, but that's one of the objectives. Is I would like to have separate chats. Oh, the other problem is say this. The out. Ooh, whoops. Well, sorry, YouTube. Let's just hide that. So let's say here I switched scenes. All right. During the scene switch, there's an animation. During the well, the chat actually changes locations during that. There's no way for all of that to be tracked on the other end. So there's no good options there for the overlaying. So let's see. The cool chat was there. So yeah, that's what today has been. Partially was a test of that. So I'm looking forward to that working out. Hopefully, because it would be really nice to just have VODs sorted. So yeah, but all right. I will say this for those of you here watching on Twitch, all 118 of you, which is a much lower number than usual, because archiving streams don't do well because they're boring, which is why I'm thinking about games during it. I'm not going anywhere on Twitch. This is staying. And as far as I'm concerned, if it comes to the choice between YouTube and Twitch, I'm taking Twitch because I want the alternate service. So, no matter what, Twitch is primary. Just letting you guys know. I would almost even consider only having Twitch chat on the stream, but it just feels a little rude to anyone who might actually watch live on YouTube. So, and the reality is that it's likely to develop its own audience over there. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah. So make two chats of the same size, face cam. Put them in the bottom corners. Bottom corners. So yeah, I've been kind of avoiding that. I would rather have them just be like blocks under on one side and have one like square area, maybe 4x3 area that is not impacted. I would prefer that. So there is a thing I've been toying with. I don't have it here, but I have been messing around with a layout where the video is technically shorter this way and then squished down
Line.
Bezo, and thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 8 months there. Anyway, the video would be squished and centered, but then there'd be actual backdrop over there rather than full screen video. And that would allow space for the subtitles, chats, and have the full video be visible with the example where I like have something focused up close. So I'm still messing with some ideas, but yeah, hardly any sync difference going on. That's excellent. That is really good. Yeah, so I wasn't able to test this before today, by the way, because if I went live on Twitch, I mean, then I'm live on Twitch. So there's no way for me to mess with it. So this was all like just hope it works. And nobody complained. It was just the random frame drops that happened at one point in the middle of the stream earlier. So I don't know. So yes, YouTube chat with the deck talk, and that's actually part of why I rewrote the stream integration stuff. I can now have multiple sources that trip the deck talk with the way that I rewrote the code. So yes, and I've already been looking at the YouTube API. I just have not implemented anything yet for that. So that is a goal. So also live on the 31st. Yes, I will be live the whole weekend with my usual schedules. So let's see. Ever check out No Machine? That is the remote desktop service I'm using there. Let's see. Twitch has test stream and dashboard. Yes, but that doesn't really give me any answers. Like, I wanted to be able to actually, like, do a real test to see how sync delayed. Like, I'm going to go home after this, and I'm going to bring up the VODs on both services, and I'm going to be checking the audio sync. Like, I want to see that to get an idea of how bad it actually was. Because the last time I tried this, I used SRT directly in OBS, and the audio in the video drifted way out of sync as it went on. So that was a huge problem. I did some more testing while I was off on stream, and it turned out if you use SRT through FFmpeg within OBS, then you don't have that issue. So that's the only reason this is working right now. So, yes. Let's see. So yeah, I think that answers all of that for right now. So I'm actually gonna get back to the work here, and we'll figure out if I messed up the page order because I really feel like I did there, but we'll see that in a moment. But yes, just so you all know, if you do decide to watch on a different, whichever service, I currently have both chats up in both places. So Twitch audio seems to be about 150 milliseconds behind video. Ooh. See, that's extra weird if you think, like, did you actually check if the YouTube one was better? Because if they're different, I have no clue what I can do about that. Because it's the exact same encoding between both, as far as I know. Matter of fact, Twitch actually has the priority. So I don't know. Oh man. Sorts out the delay from when you do a thing to when we see it. Yeah. Oh, it also sorts out. Oh, so FFmpeg is lower latency? That's weird. Probably how they interpret timestamps? Maybe. If it's static, I'm kind of happy with that. If it doesn't change, that's not too bad. But the problem was that it would really, they would just drift farther and farther apart before. That was the bigger issue. So, I can't believe you missed the YouTube announcement. Well, it's on a channel that I don't normally use. I've only ever put one thing up there, so it's not too surprising. Matter of fact, this is another thing, one of those reasons why it was difficult to test. Turns out you have to request live stream access 24 hours in advance of when you can actually use it. So the day that I was really trying to set everything up and test it, I couldn't even use the YouTube side. So YouTube, by the way, lets you do an unlisted stream. So I was actually able to test that. Because I could see the video, check audio, and all that stuff. Twitch, you just send it into a void. I'm sure Twitch is piping the RTMP stuff into null dev, or dev null. So, yeah. Yep. So, that's when I saw researching. It was like 30 seconds. Oh, wow. Interesting. So, let's see. Buffering on one stream, not the other. Same source, most likely the service. Yes, definitely. Yeah, there's a bandwidth test. That's it, but that doesn't allow me to see sync. Sync is the bigger issue. But I did test sync locally a bunch, so that was a thing. Like I set up my server and I played like an hour-long video from one OBS instance to the other locally and tested it. But again, that's not over the internet. Like this is actually going over WireGuard right now as well. So it's VPN encrypted, compressed, or whatever, which hopefully doesn't inflate the bandwidth usage. But yeah, so having chat on screen is good for latency monitoring. Yes, there is that. But we don't need that all the time, like really. So let's see. But I think that's gonna be it. Does slightly increase bandwidth? Yeah, it might. Hopefully not too much. Next trick, A3. Yeah, it might be a thing that I can actually do that now. Desiac, I can control that. So that is a thing. I can stream AV1 to the server and then have that pipe out whatever I want. So I could theoretically get a higher quality bandwidth or video in the same bandwidth that I've got. Although I don't think you can do. I don't know if you can do that over SRT. Because I think it just uses MPEG TS. Anyway, that's that. So let's go ahead and get back to doing like actual work here. So this camera, there, and over here. See your stuff better without chat covering it? Yes, that is one of my main thoughts about this, is that it is a little better for that. Petertronic, yeah, I kind of agree. Having the actual live buffer is pretty nice. So now that's an interesting point that I have to make, because I just replied to Petertronic, who commented on YouTube, and now I'm wondering if I should preface that with the platform. Because that's a whole thing now. So that's why I was excited at the idea of the split stream. 90% sure you saw SRT Sports AV1. Oh, okay. Good to know. All right. Well, so you do think the video seems a little lower bitrate than usual? Might not. Might just be nostalgia for pre-Christmas streams. mm. So the only thing or the main thing I don't like about all this is that we are technically re-encoding the stream once. So that could be part of why the stream doesn't look as good. Um, hopefully, it's not that bad. Technically, I'm streaming to the services at 2500 or 2500. I know that 2500 megabits per second, 2500 kilobits per second, 2.5 megabits per second. So they're pretty low for what the services actually use. Yeah, confirm pages are slightly different widths. That's hilarious. Those are rookie numbers. They really are, but their source feed is only 1.5. So why bother? But I might want to bump it up more just to make sure that the blocks that are sent are better. I don't know. Using FFmpeg as a relay. So no, actually. Here, I can potentially show you this. One moment. We'll see if this actually works, okay? Minorly sketchy what I'm about to do here, but let's see. So I'm connecting to my server here, and I'm going to hide the video source. And okay, pro tip, don't do that. Okay, so that was actually exactly why I did that or am doing this through OBS. I was going to do it through FFmpeg, but I realized if the video signal was lost from the office, FFmpeg would close down the output streams and I wouldn't be able to reconnect without reconnecting to the server over SSH and rerunning the FFmpeg command. The benefit to doing it with OBS is that OBS runs a video feed without the involvement of the source still. So that's why I did it. Anyway, pro tip, don't hide the SRT thing in the middle of the stream. I think what I wanted to do was maybe um, this. There we go. I put it under the other thing, so now you can still hear me. So this screen will still be up even without Twitch. Um, Audio sync took a dump. Oh, hopefully it's not too bad. But that should still stay up no matter what. So, yeah, hopefully audio isn't too bad. I think I saw that stay in sync. Maybe not. Audio might be ahead now. I'm not sure. Cool. I can manually... Is it audio ahead by about half a second now? You know what? Let me... Seems the same. Hold on. Well, this is a good test to know what's going on here. Sync is pretty awful. Audio is ahead. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the stream here manually, which should make it look better or to more cleanly exit. So we'll see how this works, okay? Okay. That looked like it was in sync. Okay. Um, so OBS was very unhappy on the streaming computer, so I think that was the problem. um, perfect sync. Okay, yeah. So there we go. Uh, I suspect that won't actually happen again. Well, the internet could go out on the server at home, and then it might. But okay. So what I had to do was close OBS, and I actually had to kill it SigTerm 9. And then it worked. Okay. But again, the not having the stream die that's going to you is the robustness of this setup. So that's why it's a little better. Seems louder now. I'm probably just more exuberant, but yeah. Okay. All right. We'll go back to the actual work now. I think we got this. And I should disconnect from my server so I'm not wasting bandwidth on remote desktop. Good sync, Petertronic? All right, good. Since OBS to OBS anyway, could NDI over VPN. So I considered that, but you can't really control the bit rate. And I think the only way I could do it, oh, is the scene being louder. Oh, it might have been two of the same camera source. Anyway, um, the only way I could have made NDI work was by choking down the actual Linux network interface, which is a little rough. So I didn't want to try that. Okay, so we have our scans here now. So we're going to go back to this, and we're going to duplicate this folder. So copy, paste, and we're going to call this work. I like to do this. I like to make a copy of, all of the files that I'm messing with because it would suck to have to rescan it. So we're not going to touch this folder. Matter of fact, I could also just zipped that. But I find it a little bit easier to be able to do this. Okay. So now what we can do, let's sort this to do ascending. We're going to do some things. So convert. Okay. Let's see. Just pop your head in, quickly say Happy New Year in case you don't manage to make it. Well, thank you, Ben. Happy New Year to you as well. Did get your package, and I included it in the mail video that'll release tomorrow just for giggles. So, custom bitrate NDI bridge, Windows only. Yeah, no. That gets a little complicated. That's the other thing. SRT, more open source codec. That's more along what I like. I'm not in requiring something that I can't control in my setup here, so I can fully manage everything still. It's a lot nicer. So, all right. So let's figure out if we have our page order correct. Oh, I really wanted to rotate these all. Hold on. Image magic rotate. Pretty sure it's just dash rotate 90 and then yeah. So, okay, convert rotate 90. All right. And for file in star.tiff. Wait, they don't have extensions. Okay. Echo test said prepare for some Linux foo. Why didn't they give them file extensions? Actually, hold on. File scan 02. It's a TIFF. Okay. So echo. Hold on. We're doing a thing. No, the extension is not hidden. Linux doesn't do that. Scan dash 002 said S nothing there, and then $, I think. Dot tiff. That, no. What is... Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I can cheat. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something cool, Majenko. Though there's a thing here. Said end of line. I know it's a regular expression. It's just quicker to. Yeah, not acting as end of line character. Hold on, I need end of line. Yeah, the batch rename command. That's what I want to use. Why is... Rename CUI utility? Yep. That's what I want to use. It's not cowardly. Rename lets you do regular expressions, which is better. Yeah, normally I would do the for loop. File name needs an extra zero. No, this isn't real. Here, let me give you an example. If I did this, that would work. The thing is, I'm trying to just chuck this at the end. Maybe... Ah, there we go. Okay. So now, if I do rename that star sudo apt install rename. Come on. Come on. It's 20K. How long can it take to modify a database? Also can't believe rename's not included. It's so useful. There we go. Boom. Now they all have extensions. Okay. I haven't had to add those arguments, Digital Ice Age. Is that a like a test mode where it'll just print the stuff? -v verbose, maybe? I just YOLO it. Other nice thing is I think that doesn't update the times, whereas move may? I'm not sure. Alright, now we can do convert dry run. Okay. It's part of util Linux. Ah, ooh, okay. Interesting. I'll have to look into util Linux more. I like doing long form. No, I like adding a bunch of things when I first set up a distro like Vim, Git, ImageMagick, FFmpeg. So I could see adding rename to that list. And if there was a thing that had a bunch of them, tools like that, I'd be down for that. So, didn't have to go between files and systems, and it doesn't change the times. Files, systems. I actually don't know. Let's try it on this. Hold on. Maybe not. Move this to blah dot tiff. Okay, no, it didn't change it. Okay, good. All right, now let's actually do it. Convert dash rotate 90 file to file. I think we can do this for file in star.tiff. Do done. Hopefully it can write over the files that it's reading. Yes. Okay, perfect. Let's get that system monitor up. See those Xeons scream. Oh. What am I bottlenecked by? Is it drive access? Those Xeons are sitting there doing nothing. One core is crying for mercy? Probably. H-top. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's just pegging one of them at a time at random. All right. New plan. Cancel. Oh, I'll try and run them in parallel. We'll see what happens. Stop trying to do them. There. Okay, well, some of them got rotated, but I didn't really want them to. Cut. There. There. Okay. We'll rerun this, but ampersand. Okay. Space. Oh. I forget how annoying this is. I forget what you need to do this. Brackets? What do you mean brackets? Is it just, that? I don't actually know. That, and then boom. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. It didn't like that. Space. That makes sense. It would need spaces. Bash sucks. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Unless I have to put ampersand there? No. Bash for loop background. I've done this before, and I know I've done it before on stream. Do I sleep to ampersand done? So that. Aha! Yeah! Now we're talking. Oh, it's way crankier. Is it just... It's not done. None of them have been rotated. How is he using so much CPU but also not? I don't even see the light blinking on the drive. Smart being rotated like a propeller. I mean, they're there. Are they... Is it somehow still queuing them or something? Well, I'm finding this interesting, at the very least. Just rescan all of them rotated. Write a script, a build a makefile, then run that number of jumps. It's priming them? What do you mean? Why does H-top show a red D? Yeah, it might be disk sleep. I think that's what that means. Let's look at processes. Or actually, let's do this way. Yes, AUX. Yeah, DL, I believe, or is SL disk sleep? Yeah, so none of these are actually running. Greg YRN, hello, since first time chatting here. We're scanning a manual for a printer. I actually had to remove the staples from it. Um, it's a very complicated printer, and the interface to it is strange. So I need the manual to figure out how to actually use it. I'm trying to work out how to actually work with the scans I made, and now it's messing with me. How do I kill all these without having to like copy paste all the process IDs? So this is going off of a USB 3 SSD. Um, this should be fine. Kill by name. Ooh, yeah. You know what? We could do that. Kill all convert. That should work. Okay. Good idea, Helen Croft. Yeah. Okay. Let's I've never got GNU Parallel to work. Do you think that if I what do I do? To just install Parallel and then pop that in front? Parallel. Parallel. I don't know how to spell parallel. Um it's one of them words there. Or someone else. Ah, I did Control Shift C in Firefox and now it's oh no. There we go. Parallel. Alright. Okay. Yeah, do I just stick parallel in front of the command? Is that how it works? Let's try this. Parallel has parallel lines. I love it. Oh, gosh. Whoa. Okay, parallel, echo, hi. Sure, whatever. Oh, I didn't like that. Um, yeah. Anytime you enter GNU land, it's just abandon all hope. Or, you know what? Maybe we do this crazy thing where we just wait 3 minutes. How bad could it be? Yeah, 5,000 points to read a GNU manual? Not happening. You're looking at 50,000 at least. Those things are terse. Let's see, man, parallel. Man, that's really long. There's a whole bunch of words there. Yep. Keeps on going. Yep. I'm sure somebody's really thrilled they wrote all that stuff. I ain't reading it. Good grief. Oh, wow. That's so bad. Come on. Why? 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 Why is it this long? It keeps going. There it is. It finally ends. Dude, that's worthless. Why is it so long? I guarantee FFmpeg's man page is less than that. Hold on. Man, parallel, less. Hold on. Okay, this is, how do I see line numbers? Oh, how do I pipe into Vim? I think Vim is not happy. Vim is really, you know what, we're killing this. It did actually finish in the back there. Yeah, the word count command, that would be easier, wouldn't it? Okay. 4,200 lines, okay, versus, and I guarantee FFmpeg will be less. Boom. 4,200 versus 2,000. There is no way that Parallel needs more documentation than FFmpeg. Dash all. That sure is a number right there. I feel like you just cheated somehow, though, so we're gonna ignore that. All right, this is done. Someone got paid by the word. Yeah, really. Okay, so we have all our scans now. So let's go back through this. Here's what I wanted to look at, okay? I wanted to make sure that the numbers on the right, well, I wanted to make sure the page numbers were contiguous. So 42, 40, so that's not right, I think. 44? Wait a minute, hold on. Whoa, that one's, is that crooked or? I think the page might have just been screwy. Hold on, maybe they should. Okay, it'll flip sides. Here we go. Let's just, I'm going back a bit and we're going to track it there. So, all right. We're at 15 on the left, should be 16 on the right. Correct. 17 on left, 18 on right, 19 on left, 20 on right, 21 on left, 22 on right, 23 on left, 24 on right, 25 left, 26 right, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. No, I messed it up. There we go. So 53 and 52 need to be flipped. Okay, I was correct. I messed it up. Okay. So 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, that's caught up. Okay, so now it's fixed. Okay, so I had made a mistake. All right. All right, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a folder for the cover. I'm going to take that out because I will color grade that separately. But right now we need to figure out how we're actually going to do this. Because we can look at the first page here, and we can see that it fills basically the whole thing. Off to the side, there's just a little bit of black there. But then when we go down to the bottom page, we can see there is a bunch of black over on the left because the paper is literally just shorter. So we need a script, and the bigger problem is that the midpoint where the two pages are will shrink with it and move over to the left. So that's the bigger issue. I want to crop at that point. So what I need to do is figure out how to crop off the left and then crop the middle maybe? This wasn't an unexpected issue. If we didn't have to deal with this, we could be done already. This might be something I work on at home because we got 9 minutes. But we do have it all scanned at least. You strip the black bars off the sides automatically, just do half Maybe. I know there is some background cropping, but yeah. Right side to spine? No. No, because here, this is no zoom here, and then the last one. So these windows are the same size, but then if I move this one down, you'll see that the spine here is, I'm going to zoom in KDE. You'll see that the spine is right here on the wider page, and it's right there on the other one. So they aren't quite, you know what would make more sense is if I just put these in GIMP and overlaid them. I was also about to do something stupid where I made the window transparent. Yeah, let's just open them in GIMP. Yeah, because both pages essentially shrink. That's what's going on. So if I overlay them and make them, how about I just hide and show it rather than wig out the computer? So center shifts left. Yeah, you can look at where the staples are. That's the first page, last page. They move over. It's not that big, but it's enough that it'll mess up automatic cropping. I could do what Digital Ice Age recommended, just open them all in GIMP and then export them as layers. That sounds like a lot of work. But maybe. I would like to automate it, because I'm sure this won't be the last thing I come up with for this, and there's got to be a good way. Set composite mode to darken only. Yeah, that works. So yeah, there you can see the shift. That is weird. That's really weird. That works too well. Like, if you told me that was actually just an image where that was printed on the stain, I would believe it. Alright, so Moonwire, because we don't have time to actually implement that. Pillow will allow me to, like, identify this black area, crop it off as one step. And then the next step would just be splitting the image in half, right? It wouldn't be... I mean, I can't imagine what else it would be. It would automatically detect the black part, right? You're too lazy. It allows you to read the pixels from the image as an array. Yeah. So basically, you would look for the first line of pixels, and when index equals, yeah, bright, you would just do that. Yeah. So, Phillips, what you're thinking is essentially the width of the pixels on the first image is the total, and then the width of the pixels here. So if I select this with a box, so let's say we do this, all right? The actual rectangle here is 242 pixels wide. We have how many images? 53. So let's just bump that up. Let's say every every page that gets flipped should have 5 fewer pixels than the previous one. So every time it goes to the next image, it should be subtract 5 pixels roughly, and then that would approximately crop it. So that's kind of what you're thinking, and that's what I may do. See, you might have misaligned the scan on some pages. It's very possible. And why I will probably crop in a little bit, so I would actually do something closer to this um, on the actual image. So I would cut off a little bit on the sides. That would also allow me to normalize the page width between them all for the PDF, because it's kind of a little annoying when you have a PDF and then there's like some pages that are like super wide or something. Because there's nothing on the sides. We're not losing anything. It would make a nicer PDF to not have to deal with that. We don't need to see the crease and the staple goo. Is there print on the largest pages in the border? So these are the 2 pages. We'll go with the second largest page. And I doubt it. I think there's enough border. I think there's actually going to be extra paper along the edge. I'm going to go with darken only again here. Oh, I did that wrong. Needs to be this one. Oh, that one was empty. Hold on. Still blank. Come on, give me some like actual stuff. Yeah, crop to the smallest is what I'll do. Okay, here we go. So we can see it's, if we bring this over, okay, let's just do this. So that's centered. They're the same. So if you look over here, you'll see that the left edge of the 2 is identical. Especially right here. That's a good indication. The other side's just weird because it's got graphics. And that kind of extends out more. Cart House, I think both. I think it creates different versions that are modified. But I think my original is left up there. I'm not 100% sure how it works. Ooh, okay. Give us a copy of the files. Not easily. I would just have to upload them to archive.org like this, and that's kind of half-baked. So the whole thing is going to be like 3 gigs. 10 gigs? Good grief, yeah. Because it's the full resolution file. So no, I don't really have an easy way of doing that. Yeah, maybe we'll pick this up tomorrow. I don't really have a strong plan for tomorrow. So you know what? We'll just work on this tomorrow. I would like to come up with a nice way of doing this, so we'll do that tomorrow. I think it would be beneficial because, again, I'm sure that's not the last staple-bound document I'm going to want to scan. So coming up with a better standard workflow for this isn't the worst thing. So, all right. We are at the end of the time, though. So, prepare some ideas for pillow? Sure. Yeah, you can do that. I really don't have a good way of sending you samples. I would have to convert them to JPEGs or something and then do that. Yeah. All right. We definitely have digitized copies of the pages for the manual for this thing now. We just have to get it into a usable format. That's where we're at. But I'm going to be totally real. That was just an excuse to do the stream with the YouTube split today. So I'm curious to see how well that worked out. Oh, we're definitely not working that fast, Hiram. Again, totally real with you guys. We're not having any high aspirations this weekend. We're keeping this pretty low key. I'm not starting any big projects. I'm not doing anything huge. We're doing really simple stuff this weekend. I don't want to get bogged down into a big project. But yeah. So tomorrow we'll try and work out a script method or something to get those all interleaved correctly, and figure that out. So, yeah. Any games? Probably not. So, all right. I think that's it. I agree with the camera's pick to show an in-win case there. That's not what it should be showing, though. Let's see. How many pins is that printer? I'm pretty sure it's 9, but it's also fancy. So, I don't know. But, all right. let's go ahead and run the outro. And now ending, it's more complicated because I have to do it from my phone. So, check Patreon. Oh, okay. We can do that. Let's see. Crop image, then do save as new, and type page number. Well, I don't want to do it manually. That's the thing, because I really want it to be automated. Yeah, successful stream test was successful. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to going to watching the YouTube VOD and the Twitch VOD. I'm going to download them both, put them on a timeline, check how they align. So yeah, for those of you who are subs and Patreon members, though, check your inboxes in like an hour or so, I'd say, for the new video, and that'll go live public tomorrow. So, all right, running the outro. Okay, there's no music. Let me fix that. There it is. All right. Yeah, this outro really doesn't work without chat, does it? I'll have to figure out something here. Now this is just kind of depressing. It's just me here in the void with the shapes. Okay, well, that was it for the stream. And yeah, I'm really happy I was able to do the live stream through my server. I'm just looking at it there. It's just really nice to have been able to do that. So yeah, if you missed part of this stream, there will now be a VOD up on YouTube immediately-ish. I think there's some weird stuff with it. Like if you go over 2 hours, it might snip off part of the end until it gets time to process. So that might be a fun thing I get to deal with people asking about now. But yeah, so needs a long list of things that happen? Yes, yeah, something like that. So, but yeah. All right, that's it for now. This will probably be the new setup for streaming from here. Maybe chat will come back. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. But yeah, so, all right. Thank you all for being here. If you enjoyed this stream, you may want to follow me on Twitch or subscribe on the YouTube live channel to be notified when I go live again. Next, if you want to know when I'll go live, there is a schedule down below on Twitch. I'll have to figure out how you can do that on YouTube. I actually don't know if you can put a schedule on YouTube. That'll be beneficial. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon or get a shirt like this one. But for now, that's it, and I will see you next time.